Hey guys, this is the fourth ranked placement match against Cuban. He's playing HRE, and we're playing on Dry Arabia. Had a kind of a slow start here, but we have a pretty good spawn here. Honestly, it's almost worth putting the GC like right here, so I can protect both the gold and the stone. But it's definitely not bad here either. But I mean, we're barely protecting the gold here, so overall, it's fine here. Though it might be technically better a little bit further south. Since we are going against HRE, we are going to go full Mangudai. Let's go into caster mode. I forgot that we have this now in Season 3. It's really nice. I like it. The rip, because of my TC placement and everything, he's got a little bit of an advantage in terms of villagers. And then I guess his monk counts as um, military. And it doesn't say how much pop it takes. But it looks like prelates take up 2 population. Let's see. 6, 3, 9, 10, and 12. Okay. Anywho. So off rip, our scores are a little bit higher than his already, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why there's such a difference. It might be because I have stone. But nothing special here. We're just aging up as we can. Picking up sheep. He's also picking up sheep. He's got a couple over here. So he hasn't gotten really lucky on a sheep pickup. He's only got 2 sheep. We got 4 here. Now we're going to come down here and pick up a few more. There's some right there. There's some in the back of his base. And he misses all these in the back of his base. There's 3 back there. So in terms of age up, we're both aging up at pretty much the same time. I get a little bit nicer age up time to like 36. And he's coming straight down to scout, it looks like. And it looks like he's starting to age up with 3 villagers. So tapping up a little bit slower. So it's going to be kind of like a fast castle. Type of play. I kind of... Oh, I see his scout here. I do garrison all my vills. I do even pull the ones off of my landmark. A little bit unfortunate. And I wasn't sure which way he was going to run here. Curious to see what he does. He wraps around to the south. Okay. So we pick up all those sheep. And we just missed those 2, just barely. A little unfortunate because we were right there. But anywho, the idea behind this is we're going to... He's scouting out our gold right now. We're going to go up to H2 and we're going to start pressuring him with Mangudai. Try to get as many kills as we can. He's putting more villager. He's put a 4th villager onto his Akin Chapel. And he's got a villager lead. Well, I guess the military lead is just a prelate, basically. So I'm not entirely sure where the score difference is coming from, but he's got it. His converted statistics are kind of funny because that almost never happens. So, anywho. So we're actually significantly ahead in terms of our score here. So I'm not entirely sure why. I know the Mongol score used to be bugged. That might be part of it. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We see a scout down here. We are going to try to do some damage and chase him down here. Again, it's only 3 damage at a time. So we're not going to kill him for sure, but we are going to chase him down. But he has seen our archery range. And we're going to start producing Mangudai out of this. A little bit late on our production time here, a couple seconds. But we are producing Mangudai now. And back at his base, he starts a preemptive wall. So this is a really good wall. This wall here basically secures him his castle age timing. Without this wall, it would have been a lot rougher for him. So after we spot this out, we don't have any vision over here. I wish I knew the hotkeys for vision. Controls, mouse controls, general. View and map, remap controls. Camera. Game mode. Caster mode. Toggle focus is a 5-player UI sides. Shift Alt F. Shift Alt F. Observer replay. Toggle free camera. Toggle photo work. Control F. Okay, cool. Yeah, so oh, and that pops it out. Okay, that's awesome. Cool. So we learned something. So yeah, I'm wrapping around the south side of his base. I don't see this. I do see this wall coming up. I'm not too worried about it because I have my Mangudai coming up here. And he's rotating to his next food source. So here we spot his scout. We are sending these Mangudai to kind of harass here. And we see he's got an archery range and archers out. So we know this is going to be, it's going to be a winnable fight with our Mangudai, but it's not going to be an easy fight for sure. So it's definitely going to be kind of a So behind this, we already have a blacksmith up. And we're kind of wanting to go into a second TC. So we're wrapping around here. We find that he's got a wall on this side. A little bit unfortunate for us, but we did stop this wall from coming up. We did lose about almost half our health on this one, Mangudai. And we're just leaving our Khan here just to kind of do some damage. And he brings these 3 archers over. Unfortunately, we are in TC range, so we have to back out of this fight. Just straight up, we win this without that TC there. And we're just going to wrap over and around. Behind this, we are starting to stable up now. And we're rallying villagers onto wood now. Now that we've got 12 villagers, we've got enough to kind of sustain our villager count as well as Mangudai and horseman production. So we kind of doubled down on production. Here's what we did basically. Our other Mangudai has arrived here. And we aren't constant with our production here, but it is going. We are rallying our stable up here to start burning down the wall here and kind of give some harass. And so we see this. We see the archers here, and he's gathering berries. So we know that his food is relying on this right now, and he got a ton of food right now. He's kind of deciding not to commit more army. He's looking to age up here. Understandable, as HRE, that's kind of your win condition, is collect a bunch of relics. That's not your only win condition, but it's definitely a huge factor. So we'll trade out 2 archers for 1 Mangudai. We're just kind of falling back. I think we have our iron undermesh upgrading, so it finally comes through. So now we want to engage in this fight. We do have our steel arrow upgrade coming through, and he's pulling all these villagers over here to start deer. Kind of skirmish and scare him off. We are attacking the southern wall with our scout. And again, this is a fight we can win. 5 archers from Mangudai and a Khan is totally winnable. You can see here, even with this this monk, this prelate healing. So we're pushing him off here. He's putting a couple more archers in queue right now. Again, a little bit A little bit late. We were microing elsewhere, so unfortunately we take a little bit more damage than I would have liked with our Mangudai. But we do idle his villagers a little bit. And we can see the worker kills here, so we've killed 2 villagers. And value-wise, we've killed 830, so it's a bit of a difference. Fortunately, we do get caught out with a Mangudai again by these villagers. A little bit annoying. But the big thing is here now that he's going to lose one of his prelates, which is a pretty big deal. Behind this, we have our stable, rallying horsemen, we're rallying Mangudai. There's more coming. I accidentally clicked an archer. And we're burning down this wall still, slow and steady. It's not super effect there. And let's just go to full vision of the map. So he's rotated onto his sheep here, and he looks like he's going to go to farms because we've starved him of his food. But kind of where in some games I've mentioned, like if I found that second patch, that next transition of food, the game would have been a lot shorter. And this is kind of one of those games. I found where his bears were. I found where the deers are at. He's walling off this front side. So I know, and I'm on this other side here, so now he's not coming through there. Like I guess he could have came through the front. But he's got 6 archers here now. We have a horseman, and just one horseman is enough to push back these men of archers especially when you have Mangudai support. We're sacrificing this 1 foot archer. We're just gonna let him die. He didn't care if he died or not. He gets 3 shots off, so that's kind of nice, I guess. So we got 5 Mangudai and 2 horsemen. The horsemen are burning down. He is tapping up a Regnitz Cathedral, but he's using 13 vills. So he's using half of his eco. Is basically idled right now. I mean, it's not idle; they're working, but they're not collecting resources. He's going super heavy on gold too, so I'm assuming it's for production. So we burned down this mill, and we're just gonna run by these archers. We're not too worried about it. Drop our speed arrow and kill a bunch of villagers here, and just let our kind of horsemen dive. If our horsemen trade out here, again, not in the world. We do want to conserve kind of our Mangudai here. Now that he's castled up here, we're still producing some units. We got Mangudai produced. We got some more units over here. Not a ton, just a couple trickling through. But we do want to kill these units. But he's down. We've killed 8 villagers, so that's a big difference in terms of eco here. 8 more villagers, he would be at 38 villagers. He's at 30, so. From him having this advantage in villager count, we've been able to drop it down. And part of it should have been only like 1 or 2 vills, but part of it is our idling. And now we have also gone up to double TC. And in our base, 1 Gerb for this woodline. We are moving our deer stone so we can drop pastures here, kind of micro free. And we only have 4 villages on gold. So we're a little bit suffering on gold, but we have enough to basically age up here. And again, we're being proactive with our raiding here. We've got basically 6 Mangudai and 2 horsemen. The 2 horsemen are going to be enough to kind of skirt archers to show up. I wasn't sure what his army was looking like. Again, his army isn't super big. It's pretty too small, really. We're burning this down here, this hole. We're just going to run by into this corner with our guys. We got more Mangudai. We got more horsemen over on this side, so we just kind of pull our horseman away from here because we knew he had a knight coming. I didn't see that prelate coming out to pick up the relic. So I do notice a little bit too late. We did pull some of our villagers, 8 villagers out onto deer. And rallying villagers onto sheep. Quick building a few pastures. There's 4 pastures, or 3 pastures with our 6 villagers. So sometimes I only pull 1 villager and kind of pull them out, but I found that pulling a few villagers is usually worth it. I do unfortunately have 1 sheep out here, so it's kind of, it's more like late game. That's gonna be not a big deal. And then over here, we were bringing over all of our horses and everything. Just kind of just start placing them on the right. I think would be kind of likely to get picked. And sure enough, we run into his knight and archer. So he does try to Wololo us. We do have to back out of here. Behind this, we are raiding the back on his wood line or gold line again, and we're just gonna run our horsemen out. We're faster than the knight, faster than the archers, so it's really just a matter of finding this prelate and you don't have really any vision on these guys, so he's out of my vision here, unfortunately. So we killed a few, all these gold villagers, and we're just gonna run through this, and we have to help picking off this prelate. We're not sure if he's gonna come up this way or if there's a gate here. We run into this knight. We do finally catch up to the prelate, so horseman, and the knights do good damage, but they can't catch us here. Good, and these 3 horsemen do some pretty decent damage. Some harass. They kill a couple of villagers. Just kind of pull our Mangudai through here, up and out. We did go up with the step readout, and we did pull these villagers that were building the pastures onto the step readout as well. And yeah, we're just rallying villagers onto food still. Over here, we're just pulling our Mangudai back, double checking the deer. You can see that he still hasn't gone out to other food sources, so his food is reliant basically on farms, and you can tell from the food income per minute. We're at 900 and he's at 300. So his food productions or wood production is comparable, but his gold is at negative income per minute. So that's good. And so he's pushing out here with an army. We are getting our veteran Mangudai. That's why we're trying to avoid this fight as much as we could, because we don't want to take a fight until these 6 Mangudai upgrade. It's just a big value. And he sent out a prelate to pick up this relic, so he's going to secure 1 relic. We have also, behind this, we built a prayer tent. It's producing its first monk out. We're going to pick up this 1 relic out here. We are rallying horsemen out here, just getting another prelate out. And we are going up to... we want to be able to produce more military. Kind of felt like it was kind of lacking, and especially since I've seen the Mangonel now. Any fight here could be pretty decisive with a Mangonel. You never know, so you have to be careful with what fights you take. So here we're just kind of kiting, just being a little bit careful here. Deer still haven't finished out. We're still doing a good job here. In terms of eco upgrades, we haven't gotten any, which is kind of a mistake. We are getting our knight upgrades or melee upgrade. We've gotten quite a few blacksmith upgrades, as a couple of eco upgrades. So comparatively, we're kind of close though. But the villager difference at this point is enormous. Like there's definitely no kind of like the point of no return for him here. One plus side for him is now he is starting to collect deer again, so it's kind of stabilizing his eco a little bit. He isn't getting drained super heavy on wood anymore. And we picked up this relic. We picked up this relic down in the south. That's our 2nd relic. And yeah, there's the relic pickups and our monk. We knew that this relic up here wasn't going to be really grabbable, so we're just going to grab the sacred site instead. And we just kind of stay close, keep a vision on this army here. We want to be close enough to kind of fight them. But we knew we had to be careful. And I didn't know that the Mangonel was falling back here, so I probably could have stayed and fought here. But so we rolled over to the side just to kind of see if he had walled the side up again. We capped the sacred site, and we're going to try to pull him. And we were sending our horsemen over to go fight this because this army was mostly archers. It does have 1 knight, 1 horseman. So we felt like we could go fight this pretty easily. And we get a really good pickup with the shaman, like right in front of his army. We just barely sneaked this out. 4 archers kind of aggro onto us. But our cav gets here at a really good time. Our monk just barely survives. So we kind of take this fight a little bit. We probably just straight out win this fight, just fighting it heads up like that. But it's definitely not favorable. Getting veteran horseman. It's kind of a weird upgrade for him to get right now because he doesn't really have any. Archers would probably be a better... I guess they are already veteran archers. Okay. Drop our defense arrow so our cav survives this a little better. But you can see that our cav probably would have won this fight anyways. Our Mangudai just kind of get murked. He just kills all of our Mangudai. Which isn't a bad play on his part to micro down the archers. But the points are getting pretty pretty out of hand here at this point. And we're gonna secure the third relic now. So in terms of relic, 3-2. So we're definitely happy with that, especially since he was castle so much far ahead of us. But the big difference now is just the villager kills, the army, the destroyed value. We've gotten a whole bunch more, and we are way ahead in army. And we know he's kind of cornered back here. So we send our Khan out over here to kind of scout. We send this cav army up to kind of damage, and we run up to burn down this tower once we get some vision. But we see the mangonels out by itself. Just some horsemen, some villagers. This tower doesn't really going to crank out a lot of damage. And we got 3 knights and 4 horsemen here. So this is a fight we want to take 100%. Villagers kind of for no reason taking that fight there. He does crank out, he's got triple barracks here. A really good timing that before he got any troops out, we were raiding him. Just going to kind of fall back a little bit, start burning this tower. And we are fighting here. And we're rallying more troops. We got 4 knights on the way. But yeah, we're getting hit by this ballista. We probably could have kited our way out and set this on fire, which would have been really nice. We're just going to fall back completely, not worry about it too much. Our Khan kind of skirting the front here, getting some vision. And yeah, behind this, he's transitioning into farms, and he's finally, he's got 13 villages here on food on this backside. So he's kind of stabilizing his eco a little bit, but we're 2 TC this whole time, and he's just 1. So that 2 TC transition is really big, and it's definitely a huge a game changer. Here we're dropping a couple more pastures. We don't want to run out. Probably overcommitting villages here to do that, but we had a lot of food in the bank. And here we're kind of contemplating going into Imp. I did hear, like, it was weird. I heard like the landmark noise, like it makes a noise once you start building it, and I heard it, and I was worried. I was like, I can't believe he's already going Imp. I don't know how. And I was kind of thought it was possible because he didn't have any like food production, so that's why I was kind of storing up to kind of look into it. But decided just to go full on production here. 4 ranges, 4 stables, and we've captured all the sacred sites. We've rotated onto another gold node up here. It's a forward node, and we have a bunch of military on this side, and a couple Mangudai. We're just running across the front here, and we see these villagers on the wood line. So now we're gonna be able to kill these villagers here. We don't see his army over here on the side anymore. Yeah, we're not too worried about it. We're gonna start burning down here with these 13 guys. Behind this, we re-rallied our rally points. So right here by the sacred site middle. We can kind of react to either side from here, and we didn't really have good vision. We probably could have started sprawling with the towers. We have okay vision, but we have no vision on this right side. Vision here isn't true vision. It's definitely could have done a little bit better job there. I really don't have any vision along this front and this side. We burn this down, and we see that he's bringing army over, so we just kind of fall back. We already got villager kills. We've gotten 27 kills at this point. So, and he's got a bunch of villagers idled because of these raids too. And he's sending villagers over to these berries. Some of these villagers over to chop wood, and he's gonna drop a keep on this gold. And it's just kind of unlucky for him, because we were sending over our knights at the same time, because we saw his army over here and his army is chasing us. We're a faster knight force, so we know we can. So we just charge into these guys. We run into a good time. We have our Mangudai. We do have reinforcements, and we're sending another group around the back here to raid. I love the shift click thing, so I can show you what you guys were doing. Our knights clean up all these villages. We dropped the defensive just to make our guys more tanky against these spearmen, and we wiped this fight. We're wiping this fight, and this was walled again, so they're gonna come through this hole in the wood line again. So yeah, the score was definitely accurate this time, and we did drop a siege workshop to start transitioning just in case he went heavier on mangonels and stuff. So yeah, that was the 4th placement match. So one more and we'll be placed for ranked, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I did play a couple of quick matches with Malians, and I am pretty bad at them. I got myself housed for like the first 5 minutes, so I'm playing around with them a little bit. So we're gonna go from there and kind of figure things out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.